see my name published in the paper next week was a really satisfying feeling.
I actually received a writing scholarship from the English department, and it listed a bunch of different student publications. The Minaret was on there.
Freshman year, I just, living in Vaughan, just came down to the first floor and saw their paper, and I was like, hey, I gotta pick this up.
You have to sacrifice, getting that paper in to make sure that the newspaper gets out.
I was always interested because I knew it was like a really big student organization on campus.
I just kept coming back, and here I am today.
We meet Monday night, 7:30 in Reeves. We kind of try to ask people, what do they do this weekend? What do they know that's coming up this week? What are they mad about that's happening on campus, in Tampa, the world, things like that. And we try to generate conversations throughout the staff.
We would have our section meetings when we split off during the general meeting.
Writers either pick a story that they want to write, or we assign it to them.
Theoretically, writers should be working with them throughout the week, and editors should be keeping in contact with them throughout that process. And then typically articles should be due Friday night, Saturday morning at the latest.
Once they send the article, which is probably Friday, which is usually our deadline, we usually just edit it through Google Drive.
That's when the editing process starts, so we kind of go back and forth with the writer.
Once that's pretty solid, it'll get shared with the copy editors.
We get about 20 to 30, I think, a week, and it's me and 2 copy editors below me, and we all just basically look at every single thing, nitpick tiny little things like commas and capitalization, italics, stuff like that, and we just do that every week.
Then it'll get shared with myself and Griffin.
As editor-in-chief, obviously I edit all the articles, oversee what content goes into the paper.
And we'll kind of give it the last glance over. Theoretically, everything should be done by Tuesday night, but again, some things slip through, so or some things need more work, so it just depends.
As a writer, you really need to be on point with deadlines, and if you can't meet a deadline, you do have to let the editor know.
You kind of have to incentivize them by having them write stories that they want to write.
I would just kind of send everybody a text in my section and ask them on Tuesday and Wednesday, how's it going? Who have you contacted? Do you need help with anything? And just kind of remind them that they kind of had this thing to do that was due Saturday or Sunday. And if they were telling me, if it seemed like they weren't going to be able to get it, I would maybe talk to them about either switching the idea or maybe giving them an extension for the next week, so that way they actually had time to produce a good story, because I know how frustrating it can be to be on deadline and have a million other things to do.
Stories that fell through, what we did infographics or about stories that were important that were in that week.
If a writer can't write a story, then you pick it up yourself, or you find another writer who's reliable and can write it in time.
It might not be the best quality, but it is something that is doable, especially if it's just kind of a preview of an event, or maybe a list of things that are going on if you're going to be going on a break for a little while. So stuff like that, kind of get creative.
We had to definitely be creative for sure. That was definitely a challenge as well, but that was something that over time we adapted to better, and that was very helpful.
It's got me used to staying up late at night to meet deadlines.
I think any job requires an immense amount of hard work, having to deal with a lot of different personalities, and having to be on time, to be organized, to meet deadlines.
It's also helped me become more of a people person.
We're really professional, but we still have a lot of fun.
it's all suggestions and I can film what I'm interested in.
I just want to be able to help people, you know, become better writers and like have that good experience.
It's a lot of work, but it's definitely rewarding, and it's cool working with like all these different people every day.
I think in the end it comes together and everybody's very like kumbaya. Everybody kind of ends up liking the Minaret.